Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. So I'm here with the topic of the dates. Normally the beginners are seemed very much confused about the dates, and understanding the date is very, very easy. Uh, if you just appreciate it, that Excel has got a very efficient system which automatically gets the dates information. Any cell containing in which a date is entered or the format is applied, so Excel bring the information for you, right? For example, take any date for example 29th. If you write 29, nothing will happen, okay? But if you say write 29th April, yeah, so this will become like this, huh? Although you have written just 29th April, but Excel has intelligently used fulfill the information. Maybe you wanted not the 29th April, rather 2024. You wanted to change it 1962, for example. Hey, so that's fine. But so far, so good, 1962. But if you apply the format long date, so it will give you an additional information that it was a Sunday that day in 1962. So this is the beauty of Excel. Excel gives you the more information automatically when it is sensed that the date is being used, and it allow you to calculate. For example, if you want to add one day into it and see what happens, or say some days, for example, not one day, say one day is understood that the next day is Monday, but let's say you add say 34 days into it. So what would be the date? It would be Saturday, 2nd of June, 1962. So what it has done, it has simply added the number behind this date, and it has added into it, right? If we remove this format into here, it is going to give you, this is the date actually. It has added 34 into this date. So this is the beauty of Excel, and very efficient, and it converts it watches what we are intending to do, and it provides you the information. Sometimes you may not those information, then you can tackle it with the appropriate format. You can apply the short format. This is a short format. This is a long format, right? For the custom formats as well. For example, you want to make it a date format, right? But to have a different format. You want a month to be, say, for example, you convert it to the chain, yeah, and in here you want not the month as the first thing. You want first of all the date, and then not the slash, you want a dash, okay, and then you want month, and not a single month, rather 3 times month, okay, and then you want to have not a slash, you want a dash, and year you want like this, okay. So sometimes you want only 2 digits, then you can use the 2 digits in here, right, instead of this. So this will make this, but 4 digits is fine, right? And now you click it, so you have applied a custom format tailoring your own needs, right? So this is the calculation and the formatting. Those both features can be utilized, and you can make use of them anywhere. So now in front of us is a scenario in which we want the first day of the year and generate the first day of the year. So this is the year 1, right? From this is the first year where the Microsoft Excel can tackle. That is the 1st January 1900. It will, anything before that, this date, this is the initial limit, means Excel cannot go further before 2 days. Means then you would not, means the calculation will not be authentic. The calculations area is starting from the 1st January 1900, then 1st January 1901, and this all, okay. And the last date which Excel can handle is the Friday, January 1, 1999. Of course, December as well. Yeah, the first year, but since this is the column of the first day of the year, so this is the last year's first day, that is January 1, 9999, and this is the end. Or otherwise, Excel won't go beyond that. Okay, if you add one more into it, so that would cause not here. Let me correct myself. This is, if you add one more day in here, so what would happen? You are trying to go beyond the limits of the Excel, right? So this would happen, showing you that this is the too long date, too large to display, and this is going to either negative or too large to show. So that's why. Okay, so Excel, this is the limit. And how many rows? It is taking 8,100 rows, right? Okay, so this is the limitation. So anything between that, you can use formulas and you can work. You can work out, or you can make reports, and you can do plenty of things in that. Now let's write a formula. We have already written it and tested it, and this is working fine. So I'm just sharing this to you, that this will have the first day of the year and this will have the last day of the year. So you would find that Tuesday will be the Tuesday was on the 1st January 1901, and it was Tuesday still on the last day of the year. Why? Okay. This sounds, let me check it out. Yeah, this is strange. Yeah. If you see that this is Sunday, and in 1900, year 1900, the first day was Sunday, and the last day of the year was Monday. That's fair enough. So, but from here we have started writing the formula, and we will see that if it is working or not. First of all, let's write a formula which takes you to the next year's first day, right? So whatever is this day, so it is going to take you to the next year's first day. So the date is the function, right? I show you the date functions. Date, if you write date, and in here you write the year. For example, my date of 1962 was the year, and the month is 4, right? And the day was 29. Okay, so this is going to get you the date, right? This is how. So that's what we are doing here. 29th April 1962. Okay, so that is what we are doing here, right? So let me should make it appear display so that you can have a watch on it. Okay, so here we are generating the next year's first day with the use of this. So I'm taking the year of the year using the year function, which is actually taking J2 to advance 370 days, and that's whatever the date is coming. So what is the year? So that year is going to come here, right? So this is that part of the first year part, okay? And then one is for January and one is for the day, 1st January, okay? So this is results in the next year's first day, okay? And we copy it downwards until the very last day. So this generates the first day, 1st January. You see, everything is 1st January, right? 1st January, that's fine, good. If you see, this is 1st January. So it would be Friday on the 1st January, 9,000, we are standing at 2024. So on 9,999, the 1st January will be Friday. Okay. Okay. The next is our next job to do is to get the last day of that year, last day of the same year. So the last day is of course it is 31st, right? And 31st of December. But which year? This we have to find it out, right? So what we will do, we are going to add 360 into this, 360 days, so that it comes up to finish to resolve this issue. Now we have written we have made the correction in the formula. The simple way is that we take the year of the previous date within this, and we add 1 to it. And for the month, we write 1 because this is the first day of that year, and the 1st January will appear that right. Okay, so 1st January 1901, this will come to 1st January 1902, and so on until the 999. That is Friday for sure. Okay. Okay. So last day of Excel's beyond which Excel cannot go is the Friday, 31st of December, right? And here we are using the same year of this day, yeah, since the same year of the J3. That's why we say J3. And the 12th is understood for December, 31st is for the December 31. Okay, and here we will just copy it, and this will result as the Friday, December 31st. So some years are very interesting to note that some years are starting with the same day and ending with the same day, but not every year. For example, this year is starting Friday, January 1. Is January means this 9988 will start with Friday, but it will end on Saturday. So that was maybe due to the leap year in process. Okay, so this is how we have managed to do the calculations in the formula. We showed you the date function in which the first component talks about the year. You are supposed to enter the year, only year, and then second component you are supposed to enter the month, and the third component, the argument, is the date in between. So that is going to create. So the result will be the date, a numeric value, calculatable, right? Otherwise, if you write something like this, for example, this, you write the same date in 29th, and then you write April, and then you write 1962. Both days, both are the same date, but this is not a date. Although it looks date, it looks great today, but this is not a day. In terms of Excel, this is not a day. The day is is the one with which you can add, subtract, right? Add, say, 30 days into 8. You can add it, but you cannot add 30 days into 8. Yeah, you cannot add. If you say plus 30, what would happen? It will 8. This is Excel's interesting feature, that it tries to work out, even if it is not a date, it converts the date and gets you the value, right? This is a value, and then you have to apply a formula, a format on it, and then that would make it. But so, and initially, what the difference? Watch the difference. That this is not a date. Excel has to convert it and then come up with you some result. Okay. But here, no conversion needed. All it needed is just add 30 days into 8, and it has added. It has added the 30 days, but it has first of all converted it into the date, and then it's there. So this is not a date. If you go to VBA and you check, or if you see that if this is a date, so it will be false. It is not a date, right? Whereas this is a date, right? For example, if you write a date function to 8, for example, say equal to, and you say year of this, for example, this P, right? So this is actually it is telling Excel to convert first and then get so it's more work it has made the Excel to do for you, right? But having an apostrophe in here, so it is actually not right. And the situation is more grave if you do not use April, you use 4, right? You use 4 in here. So although it is 29th April 1962, but this is going to give you an error, because Excel failed to convert it into there, because you never know. Excel expects the first comes the month and then comes the day. So this is the difference between having a cell with the actual date or having a cell as a string date. So sometimes in the string cell, the Excel will get confused at what to do, and it will generate an error. But in this case, no error will appear, and it will give you them. So it is always good to use the dates in a calculatable manner, and without you making it as a string, right? So this is the concept of the date. And so having a date sort of data will allow you, it gives you the leverage to use further functions. For example, you can use the date functions over it easily, right? You have applied the year function into it, and it is fine. But if you apply the same function in this way, because the date, although it was looking like a date, but Excel fails to convert it into the date, right? And generates the error. So this is the concept of dates calculation in Excel. I hope you enjoyed it, and we come up with more functions, date functions, in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.